Hey, it's Aaron Rodgers from the Mix 105.1 Morning Show.
Molly Cruz for Middays.
And we are with the Plain White Tees.
What's up? It's Tom and
Tomorrow.
Tamar. I think we're looking at this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's too many
There's two
cameras.
cameras.
Too
We don't know what to
many
do.
Don't look at my eyes because I have never been on a tour bus, so I'm like looking around here left and right. I'm like, where's
Yeah, we
that
got some
going?
football.
Can we
Yeah,
talk
football,
about the tour
yeah.
bus for a second?
Absolutely.
How is it to live in a bus with, I mean, how many of you are on the bus when you're
There's
traveling?
8 altogether, I think.
How is that? Living with 8 people in like small quarters. I can barely share a bathroom with one person, so.
I feel ya.
So how is it?
It's not too bad. You know, we each have our little, like in this hallway down here, there's these little bunk, like corridor things. So we each get our own bunk that we can kind of crawl into and close a curtain if we're like
We don't have to
want to
share 'em?
escape.
No
We do not have
cuddling?
to share
No
bunks.
cuddling?
No.
Jesus.
No cuddling.
Does it feel
usually.
like
Captain
does it feel
Obvious.
like your kids again in bunks and
Yeah, it
you're
feels
like,
it's
good night.
that's
good
cool.
night."
Kind of the fun thing about being in a band is that we still all just feel like kids because
It's a
we just
brotherhood.
travel around playing music. It's fun, you know.
Who's the messiest of the crew? Who
Mike.
doesn't like? Who leaves like toothpaste on the counter?
The guy that just bailed on the interview back there. If you go to the back lounge, he's got like his computer, his all kinds of devices, everything just scattered about.
Did you have like a chores list or something? Like who cleans up what?
No, we should.
Yeah.
We need that.
How do you determine where to stop? You know, because everyone's got to stop at some point. We need to stop to use restrooms, to get some food. I mean, you travel all over the place.
So usually when the bus is like moving, we're all sleeping. So we get
Perfect.
here. Yeah.
Perfect.
So like today we showed up here and the bus was already here when we woke up. We went to what was that place called tomorrow? We went to a brunch spot right down the
Madison
street
Street.
here.
What's that?
Madison Street?
Oh, Bassett Street Brunch Club?
No.
No, some coffee place. I don't know.
Yeah.
Black or something.
I should know this.
It was really good. I wish we could give
The one across the street?
right now.
Like literally
Down
across the street?
Washington, a block and a half.
Because Cargo
to the
Coffee's
right.
across
Cargo
the street.
Coffee?
And
No,
then.
it's
Block
Past
and a
that.
half.
That's on
Eh.
that side. This is,
Sorry, Madison.
God,
We're
we're
family
dropping the
here.
ball here. Well, okay. Well, speaking of Madison,
Yeah.
you guys have been here before. You've been in Wisconsin a lot. What's it like being back here, and what makes it special to be here?
Well, I mean, it's pretty close to home. That's
Yeah.
always nice.
Yeah.
You know, we're from Chicago, so. I love the story. I actually came here up to Madison once. A buddy of ours, Chris Cook, his brother Omar went here.
Oh, yeah.
And so I remember when we were like college age, his brother was a senior here in Madison, and so we all came up. A bunch of us came up, and just kind of hung out and went to a Badgers game and stuff like that.
Oh, shit.
Did the full Wisconsin thing?
Exactly.
Just
Yeah.
live the Wisconsin.
Did you do the
life.
tailgating? Because the tailgating on Regent Street is usually pretty popular.
I don't think so. We were like just like young innocent
Chilling.
kids back then.
Just chilling.
We saw a badass show up here one time, like in a really chill spot. It was
Oh yeah, the Get Up
Get Up
Kids.
Kids, the anniversary hot rod circuit.
Yeah.
Remember that show?
Yeah.
It was up here.
Yeah, that was awesome.
So speaking of traveling, cities that you've been to, what are like? Give me a crazy story. Plain White Tees, after show.
Oh boy.
Where do you go? What do you do? I mean, you've been just about everywhere at this point. I mean, you guys have traveled a lot, so.
Damar, you want to take this one? Crazy after show
This
events.
is all going to happen tonight.
Yes.
Tell us what
Good
we're
answer,
doing.
good
That's true.
answer.
We're
I
not
love
leaving
it.
town till 4 a.m.
Okay.
So
The next video comes in about 4:30.
Just watch that.
to
Yeah.
be continued.
Yeah.
There we go.
I am kind of on a 48-hour bender right now.
Yeah.
So
There you go. You can only cure the hangover by drinking more.
My kinda guy
so,
right there.
Yeah. So what's coming next? Music? What? I mean, you
So-
guys dropped a single
Yeah.
a couple months ago.
We just put out the full single and then a full album. So
Yeah.
Parallel Universe full album is out now everywhere. And we're just touring off that. We've got West Coast dates next month, and then 2019 will be pretty much all on the road.
Cool.
Yeah.
Same bus, different
Probably.
interstates, different schedules,
Yeah.
different bunks.
it'd be nice if it was this was.
Yeah, this bus, we do love this bus, but I think
So
it'd
this
be a
is
different
temporary.
bus. Yeah.
They're always.
They're all
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, you kind of rent them, you know. It's like one long Uber.
Yeah.
unless you're Taylor Swift and then your family just buys the bus.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just have
Well,
the fleet follow you.
See, maybe people might not be able to see this right now, but you got the game on, so that's good. You got it
Yeah.
from all angles. You're covered.
Yeah,
We are.
it's very homey, you know.
Is this like the
Yeah.
pre-show ritual? What do you guys do before the show? How do you
I
get
mean, this is kind
pumped?
of it.
Good. Yeah.
I mean, you can't help but get pumped when
Yes.
you go out there and there's a bunch of people waiting to watch you.
Sing
It's
songs,
like
sing your songs,
immediate
too.
adrenaline rush. But yeah, we just usually hang out back here, have a couple drinks, and you know, we kind of like high five each other. It sounds so stupid, but we do. Like right before we go on, that's what we do, just to be like, cool, have a good show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there like the little huddle and the
Yeah. We used to do stuff like that, but now it's just like high five.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're watching this video right now on either our social media channels, on our website, Plain White Tees, back in Madison, and it's so good to grow up in this industry as somebody who's been in radio for now over a decade. Started my career with your band.
Cool. Yeah.
And up in Green Bay, I'll never forget,
Oh,
Riverside
wow.
Ballroom.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing Hey There Delilah in the first album, and you know, what's that like? I mean, because your career has progressed, you've grown personally as people. What's it like then when you see those fans who've been there with you the entire ride? They're singing those same songs and they're singing the new ones.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome. I love it. You know, it's always hard when you put out a new album. You're like, are
they
people
gonna love
gonna
it?
like it?
Yeah.
And so far, it's only been out for like 2 months, and we're getting like an amazing response. And yeah, everybody in the crowd, they are already singing the new songs and everything. So it's like, whew, okay, we did good. We did good. We're okay. But yeah, I mean, the fans rule. You know, they keep us going. So.
How has the process changed throughout the years? Obviously, you guys have been doing this for a while, and you know, is the process still the same? You know, the songwriting and you know, in the studio, or have you guys changed things up throughout the years?
I mean, to an extent, it's the same, but we definitely, with this new album, we work with the producer, Matt Squire, and he's done anybody from Panic at the Disco to Ariana Grande, you know, Selena Gomez, all kinds of stuff. Under Oath, which is a lot harder. So working with him, we just got in the studio and just really experimented with a lot of cool sounds. And it was like the room, we would just mess with stuff until somebody was like, oh, what was that? That was cool. And then we'd go back and like, oh yeah, that's awesome, try this. And you know, it's definitely a more collaborative and experimental process, but it's the best album we've made so far. So yeah, super stoked.
Who would you like to do a collaboration with in today's music scene? If you could pick maybe a band or an artist, who would that be?
You know what's funny is I just saw, I'm a big Skrillex fan, and I just saw that
Yes.
he produced the new Mariah Carey single.
No way.
Which is
No.
so crazy.
I
Yes.
didn't even know that.
I know.
That's crazy.
And it's like with
Learning new
that guy,
things every day.
it's so funny how somebody, you know, like if you're cool, then no matter what you do is cool. You know what I mean? Like he did a lot of that Bieber album, and like I mean Bieber was fine, but like Skrillex made him like super cool all of a sudden. And Mariah Carey, I mean, people have been kind of talking lately about how she's kind of fallen off a little bit, or what. I think she's great, but you know, it's like she's a legend.
Yeah.
But you know, she does a track with Skrillex, and now all of a sudden we're talking about her, and you know what I mean? I'm sure this. I haven't heard it yet, but it's got to be cool.
You saw the American Music Awards maybe last week.
That's what I heard. Yeah, and she was like terrible, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that. I was going to say I see maybe in a year or two, even less, to see maybe you both back up there doing it again.
There we go. Let's do it.
She kind of commands that stage, stand there and sing, and she's great.
Yeah,
Make it happen.
we're gonna get back.
There you go.
I love it.
Yeah.
Ready to do the show?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
We're out of questions. We're like, we want to see you perform.
No, I
Yeah,
really
yeah,
do.
it is
No,
about that
I've
time.
seen you guys many times throughout the years.
So
I
we're
think
on
we're
time.
good. We're on in what? 10 minutes.
As soon as this is
12
over, you
minutes.
go. All right.
Holy cow!
Before we wrap up, the new album, Parallel Universe, grab it, download it, buy it, however you got to get it, listen to it. Plain White Tees, Madison, Hiding Saloon, and we're all supporting breast cancer awareness.
Yes.
Yes.
So
It's
great
for
to
a
have
great
you here.
cause. This is all tax deductible. So.
Absolutely, love that.
And we're good humans. Yay! Thank you guys so much. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you guys.